Hi, I'm Abby and I'm one of this year's finalists for the Patterns of Fashion Award. And I'm happy to talk about my experience making this 1868 to 69 promenade dress in shot silk and alpaca. I chose to do this design because I was really drawn to the different layers of it and how the layers built up to create the final look. I really liked the structure of it, the design and silhouette of it, and also the draping really excited me. Research that was really valuable to me was viewing garments at the Olive Matthews collection. Being able to see all of the construction techniques that are highlighted by Janet Arnold really helped me visualize how all of this came together much easier. Draped aprons, overskirts and collars were added to overload the form. This promenade dress follows this trend with its dramatic draping, silk fringe and structural designs. These features are all seen in Victorian furniture. This is important to remember when considering my interpretation of the drape and drama of the pattern. One of the most challenging parts of this dress was working out how the 23 different pattern pieces came together. I transferred all the pattern pieces and upscaled them to the right size. I then made a pattern toile in which I could see where all the inconsistencies were. A slight inconsistency that I found was at the shoulder seam where I needed to open the armhole a little bit wider. I also needed to change the angle of the basque in order for it to sit nicely over the bustle. Working out the sleeve construction was a particular challenge for me as there are lots of different pieces and I didn't know how they created the final look. However, by making it out of calico first, I could check the proportions in detail and understand how it all came together and make sure that it looked the same as the images. The main challenge with deciding fabrics was the way the silk and the wool would work together. For such a tricky but period-accurate colour combination, I think I've been able to make the most of it. Another difficulty for me was the dyeing process of the binding, working out how to get the exact colour of brown that matches the brown colour of the wool was something that I really wanted to get right as it ties the whole costume together and is just visually very important. I did a lot of experimentation and struggled due to the fact that brown has every single colour in it. However, I'm really happy with the final look. Throughout the entire dress, the binding is 3/8 of an inch, and I have meticulously checked this over. This obsession to detail has really paid off when looking at the costume as a whole, and it really ties the entire thing together. Another thing to work out was the loop and cord construction in the skirt that the wearer would have been able to pull and bring up the skirt as she was walking along. Working out how all of this came together is slightly different from the diagram as the two loops in the centre back are higher up. This ensures that the dress, when pulled up, creates a nice drape. I've really enjoyed learning both the hand sewing and machine sewing historical techniques, and I hope that this can be seen in my work. Being able to manage my time and make the whole costume out of calico first was one of the most valuable resources to me because it allowed me to be able to work out the construction of the costume first before I started all of the decoration. It also allowed me to conduct the research before I started making the real fabric as well, so that all of my making processes and skills were as historically accurate as possible. Janet Arnold is an inspiration for me, and her meticulous documentation of fashion history allows costumiers like me to be able to recreate historical costumes. I'm very proud and honoured to have been chosen as a finalist for the Patterns of Fashion Award, and I hope you have enjoyed learning about the process of it as much as I have making it.